Your healing journey will trigger people, including other survivors of narcissistic abuse or other toxic relationships. I've been on this social media platform now for about 2.5 years, going on 3 years. I started my journey about 3 years ago when I first learned about the existence of covert narcissism. And at that time, there were definitely people on the platform educating others on narcissistic behavior, things to look out for, how to manage and walk away from the covert narcissist. But at that point in time, there was little to no content on healing. And as I've continued to heal out loud, I've made it my mission to make this type of content more present and more prevalent. And as I've done so, I've had some comments come through from fellow survivors where they are basically calling my content stupid, bad advice, trying to make it look easy to leave the covert narcissist, or basically just saying flat out that I'm wrong. The irony in this is interesting because the comments that are being made by some of these survivors are exactly how the covert narcissist would treat you in terms of invalidating your reality, your experience, and your thoughts. All of us are on a different leg of this journey. Some are just starting out. Some are, nearing 3-4 years out from their relationship. But healing is important, and healing is something that takes a lot of deep, inner, painful work. I will tell you, until I dealt with the healing angle of this, I've attracted many narcissists into my life. But the reason why I made my platform specifically on covert narcissism is because of how invisible the abuse is to everyone else around the victim. They are experiencing the maliciousness, the malignant behavior, the evil that is behind the covert narcissist directly, but no one else around them believes them. No one else believes what is going on because they're like, they're such good people, they're so kind. And in fact, they point fingers at you and think you're the crazy one. And that's why there's many content creators on here talking about narcissists, covert narcissists, for that very reason. So as I've continued my journey and I've continued to heal out loud, I've focused my content more on healing because I want to show people it's possible. There is hope. And I will tell you, the last covert narcissist I dealt with was one of the most malicious, malignant people I've met in my life. And sadly, she was not the only person I was worried about in terms of fearing for my life. And this is something that I didn't sit in the pain and fear and let it control my life. I had to move on. I had to live. But not only did I have to live, I had to transform the trauma and understand the root cause of this pain in order to grow and in order to even be on this platform educating all of you. For those people who have been sliding into my comments with these hateful, resentful remarks, I want you to go ahead, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, why is my content triggering you so deeply? To the point that you're going on another survivor's account and writing these comments. And it's painful. It's hard to face the reality of what's going on. But you writing these comments isn't going to undo the healing work that I've spent years dedicating my life to. But what I hope this video does is it causes you to think and question the narrative you've had in your mind. Beneath all of that pain, there is an answer through which you can move through it and grow stronger. And if my content doesn't sit well with you, there are plenty of other survivors talking about their stories, talking about their healing journey. And if you keep scrolling along, you'll find someone maybe that resonates more deeply with you.